He's a rational investor, dividend digester. Saves some of his paycheck just like all his ancestors. Him looking for high yields, that's never the case. He's seeking 6% return. Slow and steady wins the race. We pay our debts in our currency that might be unfurled if it's no longer the reserve currency of the world. Confidence in the dollar is permanent. Just ask any scholar. People are exchanging their dollars for dog money. Dog money? Dog money. Dog money. We trading it in for dog money. Dog money. Dog money. Dog money. Dog money. I'm putting it all in dog money.
Yes, indeed, some people are putting all of their money into dog money. Welcome to Satoshi's Bitcoin Chart Show. This is the Bitcoin forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network, where we find out what's up with what is going down. Today's day is, let me just check, Wednesday, the 24th of November, 2021. Let's get on and jump straight into these figures. Here we go, rock and roll. Right, so I'm laying fresh eyes on these here. So we've got a Coolcoin BTC, SegWit Protocol, piece of shite. $56,000, 218, speculative price, zero fundamental value in that. Bcrash 583, again I don't really bother looking at the price of that one. eCash, I don't know what's going on there. You know, I don't know what the suppliers, don't know anything about it. It's an absolute piece of shit. Security offering, fundamentally worthless, no economic value whatsoever. And then we've got Bitcoin BSV, the original protocol, goes right back to the Genesis block. It hasn't changed, making it the real Bitcoin, the true Bitcoin, the genuine Bitcoin, and the world's first and only ever digital commodity, backed by the value of data sovereignty, making it the most valuable commodity on Earth. Yes, indeed. So let's have a look at these figures then. So a hash rate 98.5, what a joke, that's not going to last long. Network nodes 94.9, transactions 28.3. Good to see Bitcoin taking off Coolcoin again. Block size 1.7%. And remember, Bitcoin is a data network. It is all about data. If those transactions don't have any data in them, they're worthless. So transactions are basically pretty much worthless. Network nodes are worthless and hash rate is worthless. The only thing with any fundamental value is block size. It's data on the chain. It's the data that has economic value. It's the data that's the commodity. That's what it is. So yeah, let's have a quick chat with our main man, Peter McCormack. So obviously BTC started out as Bitcoin, but something has clearly gone wrong. So Peter, can you explain that for us? Take the floor, if you'd be so kind.
Bitcoin is so different now from when Satoshi was here.
Yeah, well, when Satoshi was here, Bitcoin used to be a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. How far away from that are we now?
It's a completely different project.
And what would Satoshi have to say about that?
It doesn't matter who Satoshi is anymore.
And what if he came back and said something like, what the hell do you think you're doing, effing up my project?
Even if Satoshi came back, I don't think he would just be immediately welcomed as having this God-given right to decide what happens with Bitcoin. I think he would have to earn his right back into the project.
Earn his right back into the project? I just thought you said it was nothing like Bitcoin. It's a completely different project and it didn't matter who Satoshi Nakamoto was anymore. Why would he want anything to do with a project that is nothing like the one he created, that is Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system? This makes no sense whatsoever. So in your opinion, what's this alternative project based on now then?
Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
Consensus? Do you know what proof of work is? Do you understand the significance of a chain of signatures? Did you even bother to read the white paper? Blockstream implemented SegWit on the 24th of August 2017, which segregated the signatures on the chain, meaning they were accountable to nobody, which brought it under their centralized control, turning BTC from a commodity into a security and crashing its economic fundamental value to zero. But because you made me laugh, I'll let you have one more go at trying to explain that to me.
Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
Is it now? Are you sure about that? Because it didn't sound like it to me, fool. Right, and then we've got Bcrash. So Roger, tell us about your expectations for your centralized project that is Bcrash.
And we're going to really spread Bitcoin Crash across the entire country here in Antigua.
Yeah, good luck with that, mate. And what do you say to all those multinational corporations that do billions, if not trillions of dollars of global trade on an annual basis that say they need a regulatory and compliant monetary system in order to do so?
the ones that say that the blockchains all need to be legally compliant about everything all the time, just go use your Visa card.
Yeah, because that's going to work. And then Fisher Price Cash, we'll leave that one. But then we've got Bitcoin. So let's have a quick word with the creator of Bitcoin, Craig Oshi Nakamoto himself. So Craig, tell us, what do you want from your creation, that is Bitcoin? What do you expect from it?
I want Bitcoin not to go up to 10,000 or 100,000. I want it to be worth millions per Bitcoin.
And when you strip it all down to the bare bones, is that it?
That's it. And that's what we spend money for. Very simple.
Loving that. Let me help out and I'll stick my foot right in. So we've got hash rate 0.18%, network nodes 0.83%, but transactions 58.8. That's the entire Bitcoin network, including all these shitcoin forks. Bitcoin has got 58.8% of the transactions on it and 97.7% of the data flowing through the chain. It's absolutely huge. And remember, so look at that, 58% of the transactions, 90% of the data, all being processed by just 0.18% of the hash rate. This goes to show you what an amazing and what an efficient system Bitcoin truly is. So Craig, tell us, what can we expect from Bitcoin in the future?
At InChain, we've just funded a number of universities doing so far a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We've tested 1 million transactions a second and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts, basically ones that can run operating systems. That's all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, with payment channels, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
That means that sounds absolutely fantabulous. So let's have a look at these block sizes. But before we do that, we'll have a quick chat with Michael Saylor, who never fails to put me up in the morning with his level of enthusiasm. So Michael, welcome to the show. Tell us, what do you say to people like Peter McCormack who think that Bitcoin should be changed and messed around with and just tampered with?
I like Bitcoin the way it is.
Oh, so do we, Michael, so do we, but we really like it. How do you compete with that?
In fact, I love Bitcoin the way it is.
All right, mate, calm down. Well, you can't just leave it there. You're going to have to explain yourself. Tell us, what is it about Bitcoin that you love so much?
The way it's currently constructed, it is possible to put all $250 trillion of monetary energy.
Whoa, $250 trillion of monetary energy. Where's that going to go?
In big blocks of encrypted energy on the blockchain.
They do sound like big blocks. What sort of numbers are we talking about?
Maybe the Bitcoin will be 1 million. You can probably calculate $10 million of Bitcoin or something.
Whoa, $10 million per Bitcoin or something. I mean, how's it going to fit and where's it going to go?
Big blocks, $100 million chunks on the blockchain.
Is that right? Let's have a look at these big blocks on the blockchain just for you then, Michael. Here we go. Starting from the top, calling out the megabytes. 5, 238, 8, 85, 1, 2, 626, 184, 36, 7, 1, 2, 7, 24, 11, 2, 34, 1, 4, 40, 12, 22, 3, 21, 10, 2, and 40. A mixture of data flowing through the chain there. Interesting. Fisher Price Cash, yep, straight away we can see they're still struggling to get all of their blocks over a kilobyte, let alone anywhere near a megabyte. And Bcrash, oh look at that, not a single block over a megabyte, not even one. And Corecoin, look, there isn't even a 2 megabyte block. The biggest one they've got is a 1.7. Is that it? Dear oh dear. And they can't even get all of their blocks over 1 megabyte. And yet on the genuine Bitcoin, we've got one block that is 626 megabytes in one block. Absolutely hilarious. But shitcoiners wouldn't get that because shitcoiners got shit for brains. So let's have a quick look at the figures while we're here. So the chain is now 1.7 terabytes. Yeah, 1.7 terabytes. Oh my goodness me. So that is 1,700 gigabytes. in front of the Coolcoin BTC chain. Well, and we'll have a look at the mining stats in just a minute. But let's have a look at the hash rate then. So hash rate by mining network. So yeah, we've got Coolcoin at the top there. But again, hash rate is just purely dependent on the dollar price, which is purely speculative. So hash rate follows price, follows value, follows utility, follows creativity, initiative, and intelligence. If you are intelligent and you apply creativity and initiative, you can make something useful. When something is useful, it can then create value. When it creates value, it can then develop a price. When it develops a price, it can then be measured against the cost of other goods and services and used as a medium of exchange. That's how it works. Loving that. Proof of work by network, Coolcoin, Bcrash, Fisher Price Cash will fall into their own footprints because that's what Ponzi schemes do when they crash overnight. So it is currently 5,027 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than it is Coolcoin, and it's 1.7% more profitable to mine on Bitcoin. Look at that. All right, we'll keep an eye on those figures then. Daily average Bitcoin block size by network. Look at that. Bitcoin absolutely rinsing it. Absolutely rinsing it. Daily Bitcoin transactions by network. Bitcoin winning. We'll take that. Transactions per block by network. Bitcoin winning. Starting to smash it. Fees USD again. So it's just USD, and USD is speculative and utter crap. What you really want is fees Satoshis. But oh, what's going on here? What's all that about? I'll have to follow that, see what's going on. This is a block fee to block reward ratio. So again, we want the block fee going up in comparison to it. But Bitcoin winning, loving that. Look at this though. Daily accumulated Bitcoin blockchain growth by network. Let's have a look at this proportionally, because that goes from 100 gigabytes to 1,000 gigabytes to just 10,000 gigabytes. So let's have a look at that. What does this look like? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's just massive. It's absolutely massive. Cracks me up every time I look at that. Good grief. Again, shitcoiners wouldn't have a clue what they're looking at. Like, duh, what does that mean? Oh dear. Let's have a look at the hash rate then. So global hash rate 7 days. Global hash rate 24 hours. Oh, interesting. So other mining pools. And again, so Antpool 18.26, others 18.2. I have a feeling, speculating here again, obviously, I think the other mining pools might be Tulip. That's what I think. I think that might be the Tulip computer doing that. So it's absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. So Coolcoin, again, look at that. Tulip 17% on there. Absolutely massive. Bcrash, what's going on here? SBI Crypto wanting a Bcrash. Why would you want that? Other mining pools on there for no other reason other than to just simply keep tabs on the mining profitability. Fisher Price Cash, what an absolute joke. It's an absolute joke. And Bitcoin. Oh, Tau, 41%. SV Pool, SV Pool just like accelerated like out of nowhere. Absolutely huge. SBI Crypto on there, 5.5%. Dutch Mining, not sure about those. VIA BTC is definitely a shitcoin enterprise. Don't want those on there. So the reason we're trying to shove the shitcoin enterprises off the chain is because they contribute nothing towards processing transactions or progressing the network. They just literally do nothing. It just leads on to price manipulation and dollar worshipping, which we will check out now in the short positions. So this is Bitcoin. So price goes up, price goes back down. Again, artificially suppressed here. When you think of the actual fundamental value of this is multiple millions, and yet it's just $150. Oh, 153 to be precise. With a short ratio of 90%. And remember, this is the genuine Bitcoin protocol. Literally, it just goes to show you how stupid these traders are. They have no idea whatsoever. Let's have a look at Coolcoin. Oh, numbers going down. What's this? Short ratio's going up. Look at that. A short ratio of 7%. 7% plus. It's a shame we can't extend this graph any longer. That's the highest I've ever seen it, I think. 7%. And that's gone up relatively quickly. Oh, look at that. See, look, dirty traders circling around. Willing to take a bet, try and get some bucks off some other dirty traders, gambling against each other. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's have a look at Bitcoin Blocks Live. Do we get to see anything this morning? Bitcoin Blocks Live, surely. Loading transactions. I would like to see those, but never mind. Memory pool unrecognized 88.7%. So let's have a look at the last 124 blocks. We've got a 1.2 gigabyte block in there. And for any newbies watching this, the in the highlighted rectangular box below that, we've got the hash of the block height, who it was mined by, size, the time, the date, the transaction count, and total fees in each block. So this block here was 1.3 gigabytes. Fees 538.7. So not quite covering the entire block rewards, but almost there. We just need more blocks that size. Lovely jubbly, more people using it. Let's have a look at charts while we're here. Any movers and shakers? D Drive still absolutely macking it. And this is the Bitcoin mining farms all around the world for any newbies. I mean, look at these. Look at these. Do you honestly think a network that could only handle 4 to 7 transactions per second like BTC was honestly meant to economically sustain all of this? This is the backbone to the new global economic financial system. It is the world's first ever commercial internet. It is absolutely huge. 4 to 7 transactions per second is an absolute joke. It's laughable. Absolutely laughable. But blows my mind whenever I see that. BitInfo charts then, all transactions, where are we now? 13.4. Excellent, creeping up slowly, loving that. So I think it went down to as low as like 2, then it went up to 6, then 9, 11, now we're 13. Loving that. Let's have a look at the charts then. Over time, transactions 24 hours, over 3 months. Oh, look at that. XRP went up and came down, just fake volume. Scaling test network, so still a 4 gigabyte block on scaling test network and transactions 19,000 per second. Loving that. Let's have a look at the protocols. Daily data size, so MetaID producing 9 gigabytes. That's actually going down. I've seen that as high as 16 gigabytes in 24 hours. It has been huge. Let's have a look at applications. Let's have a look at crypto fights when it comes up. CryptoFights daily data size, so 283 megabytes, and then that's followed by Router SV. Peer Games doing well. Mint Blue, need to find out more about that. Twitch up there. Haste is up there. I haven't played Twitch. Figs Gaming. Woohoo. Very good. Relica's up there. Relica, good to see that. Great stuff. Etch, don't know what that is. Block Post tokenized. Sato Play, Slictionary, Pearson, Streamality. Oh, all right, rock and roll. Trends.cash, so apps ranking by money spent. TDXP app, 64%. Apps ranking by performed actions, again, Run and Crypto Fights. Macking it hard, followed by these other applications that I've no doubt will be expanding soon. Crypto Quant. Wow, look at how far down that is. Look, these exchanges are having none of it. Literally, they are having none of it. So if we could extend this chart, we would see that this blue line went right up at the top of the page. The exchanges have been cashing out all this time, hence all this tether printing. But look, tether printing, the price is coming down. Look at that. It's following the projection of the selling by the exchanges. They're having none of it. The tether is the only thing keeping that shitcoin alive. The only thing. And again, shitcoin is shit for brains. Don't know that. What's on chain? Good question. What is on chain? Let's have a look at transactions over 24 hours. 954,526 transactions over a 24-hour period. Good. Joho's main pool, that doesn't show Bitcoin anymore, so it just shows this shitcoin, which is BTC. Look at that. Nobody knows when their transaction is going to be received because they've implemented replace by fee, child pays for parent, built the Lightning Network, told people not to use it, said it was a store of value, censorship resistant, all this crap. And look at the state of that memory pool. Absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. But we know why they've done it, because they don't want people to use it, because that would threaten the US dollar. And TX Street, let's launch this visualizer so we can see hopefully here we go. So median fee on we'll leave that till we've checked out CoolCoin. Median fee $7. Oh no, hold on. Median fee 76 cents. Add that to every cup of coffee and high frequency trade. See how long your high frequency trading company lasts for. And the median transfer fee on Ethereum, $13. See, that's why I was looking at $7 on BTC thinking it was all right. Ethereum, $13 for every transaction. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. But need to repeat myself. Shitcoiners, shit for brains using that crap. Yeah, so median block size, average block time, median fee. Oh, median fee, $62. And then cool coin 78 cents. Dear oh dear. Dear oh dear, that's really quite funny. And let's have a look at issues with our own money printers here. Look at that, look at that. So this is the US dollar. In 1960 there was just $140 billion in circulation. By 2010 that had gone to $2 trillion. By 2020 it had gone to $4 trillion. And then boom, look at that. Helping themselves, printing all this money hand over fist. People don't realise that the moment they did this, they immediately destroyed people's bank wealth, as in paper money wealth, by 70%. I mean, look at that. So if you're wondering why they're going around trying to jab everybody, that's the reason. Right there. You think I'm joking. Let's have a CoinGecko. So look, $152. How are we feeling about it? 84% is feeling good. Loving that on CoinGecko. Let's have a look at Bitpin quickly. Let's see this. How many countries? Money flow per hour, $3.87. 62 countries. That's going up. That's normally sort of like mid-40s, you know, low 50s. Now it's 62. Loving that. Loving that. The morning run purchases. So we've had 581,700 purchases of Bitcoin in the last 24 hours. Look at this Sato piece of crap. Look at that. Absolutely shocking. $5,000 worth of 24-hour trading volume. Supply 7 million. What a joke. Absolute piece of garbage. Like all these security offerings are. Law's going to come knocking for you. You can't escape it because it's all on chain, you fools. Let's have a look at Live Coin Watch. Have a look at the depth charts. Here we go. So I saw this the other day and this was like 7 million. Now it's 6.7 million. Bids versus 5.4 million asks. Oh, number going up. Let's have a look at the price chart quickly. Oh, obviously downs. Yeah. Let's have a look at Bitcoin versus the US dollar. Oh, you know, going down again. You know, they're trying to do all they can to suppress it. All we're doing is just picking it up at a lower price. Fill your boots. Fill your boots on that. And Coolcoin versus USD, looking like a similar pattern there. Let's have a look at Bitcoin versus Coolcoin. Oh, holding its own over a 2-day period. Come on, Bitcoin. Like a horse race. And let's have a look at the entire coin crap. So we've got Coolcoin down to $56,000. All of it pumped by Tether. There is no value in that whatsoever because it has no use and people are not using it. It's literally a Ponzi scheme. The only protocol that has any economic value is the protocol outlined and described by Satoshi Nakamoto in the white paper, which now goes by the ticker symbol BSV. Is that out of the top 60? Where is it now? 62. Look at that. That's hilarious. All these other shitcoins, literally, they are absolute pieces of crap. They are security offerings. Whereas Bitcoin BSV is the world's only digital commodity network. It's the only one with any economic value. And yet look at all this shit. Again, all pumped by Tether. All of it pumped by Tether, which they just simply press a button and print, just like the Federal Reserve does with their dollar, destroying and wrecking economies. It's outrageous. Let's have a look at new users on Twitch. How are we doing? 42 users over the last 24 hours. That's pretty good. And Ruth Easema's epic tweet. How many likes? 1,126. That should be thousands by now. We like that almost every day. Let's have a look at a stablecoin printer that's not very stable about reporting Tether prints. What we've had here 2 hours ago. What's this? USDC, 172 million, as you do. 147 million USDC. Good grief. Good grief. What a joke. And let's have a look at whale alerts. What's been going on over the last 24 hours? I think there's quite a lot of BTC movements. 70 million effectively moved. What's this burning at the USDC? What a joke. What a joke. 166 million USDT. What's this? So printed USDC. Good grief. Good grief. Right, we're looking for big movements. Lots of sirens. Well, what's this? 15,000 BTC. Oh, that's almost $1 billion. 852 million. Transferred from unknown wallet to unknown wallet. Where is that going? Tron, what a load of crap. More BTC, similar amount. Almost identical. Almost identical. Huge movements there. Good grief. Good grief. More USDT, USDC. Yeah. Oh my goodness me. So 8 hours. What's this? Another 15,000 BTC move. Good grief, that's 3 billion. 3 billion in 9 hours. $3 billion moved in 9 hours. Whew. Good grief. 12 hours, 14 hours, are we nearly there? 15 hours, look at this. Oh, XRP, who cares? 17 hours, 19. Another one, almost like another $1 billion. That's like, just under $4 billion moved in 20 hours. My goodness. Mana, who cares? 600 BTC, 34 million. 34 million for 600 BTC. That's crazy. Crazy amounts. 2,000 BTC is $115 million. Crazy, man. And another one, 2,000. Oh, that's a BTC move from a transfer from Xapo to Binance. Getting ready to dump that shit by the looks of it. Wow. Whale alert's getting spicy. There we go. Shout out to people in the chat box. Arcade Rob and Matty Ray and Cynics wanting to know if I'd like to become famous. No, if I want to become famous, I wouldn't block everybody, would I? So on that note, looks like we're up to date with the figures. Hope you enjoyed the show. Catch you guys later. The future of advertising meets the power of Bitcoin at Tonic Power. Get paid for posting your pics on Relica. Download the app now at www.getrelica.com. Get your tweet etched on Twitch, forever on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do it today at www.jointwitch.com. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Support independent content creators on micropayment platforms such as Streamanity, Twitch and Relica. We should profit from our data, not the large corporations who track, monitor and sell it. If you enjoy the Bitcoin content that I produce, please support me by heading over to www.satoshi.tv, where you can keep up to date with all the latest news, gossip and content as it's created. Thanks very much. To get started in Bitcoin, go to freebsv.com, where you can claim your free Bitcoin. Then head over to Twitter and follow @IamSatoshi, where you can take part in his very generous and world famous free giveaways. The future of advertising meets the power of Bitcoin at Tonic Power. Get paid for posting advertising campaigns to your social media profiles. Go to www.tonicpowerads.com.